Okay, здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome to my 24th part of Let's Play Empire Total War. And in this part, I've cobbled together the largest military force in Spanish history. Right now we have 5 armies, 1 army and navy ready to hit Greece, another army navy ready to hit Sarajevo, another army navy ready to hit Zagreb, and finally 2 armies ready to advance and take Austria. So this is what I'm calling this operation the Big Attack, and what my goal is here is to sweep all the way across southern Europe in a movement that looks like this, straight across, and purge all of the Austrian Empire from this area. And if you've watched any of my previous Let's Plays, you'll know that I'm very partial to large, overwhelming surprise attacks, because as the art of warfare states, speed is the essence of warfare. No country has ever benefited from prolonged warfare. So I've kept that principle in mind, and my attack will include a large, overwhelming force that will cripple all major centers for the Austrians. It'll take away all their ports, all their trade routes, and hit their capital all at the same time, hopefully striking them a blow that they will be unable to recover from, and by the time they are able to recover, there will be absolutely just like nothing. All their important targets will have been destroyed. So that's the premise of the Big Attack. But before I get into that, I'm gonna do a couple footnotes on the status of the world. One, Sweden has thrown its own revolution, but for some reason, whenever I'm trying to talk to them, but for some reason it says we are different. We're hostile to each other for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. It doesn't make any sense to me. It says we have governmental differences even though we're both a republic. So that's pretty stupid. That really bothers me. And the Indians, the Matharas, have marched all the way out of India, taken over Persia, taken over Mesopotamia, and are blocked here, and they're trying to cross this desert here from Baghdad to Damascus, which is no easy task. That is not an easy desert to cross. It takes a very long time, so I'm hoping that they'll be stalled there for at least a little bit. Also, Austria has sailed down and taken Jerusalem, something I haven't seen in Empire Total War. A European nation sailing down somewhere and taking Jerusalem, which I thought was strange. Also, the Prussians have one settlement that is totally surrounded in Belgrade, Serbia. It's totally surrounded by Austrians, but they have held out in this one section against all odds. But anyway, I'm going to be back with the verdict of the Big Attack. Good news, everyone! Our 2 Italian armies have broken through easily and made it up to Vienna within 1 turn. And we totally outnumber the Austrians, about 3 to 1, actually more than 3 to 1. And our troops are significantly better quality, as all that they have are mostly cannons and pondurs, which are basically just mobs. So I expect a swift, easy victory against the Austrians for their own capital, no less. Alright, so my troops have all lined up for the assault on Vienna. This is actually the 3rd time I've done this battle, and I'm getting really tired of it. I'm not sure why. The computer is giving me trouble today, but it's quite upsetting. But anyway, I'm gonna move this general here back into the trees, so he doesn't get killed. I'm also going to send up some cavalry up the flanks to deal with some artillery that they got chilling here, and I want to take care of these guys quickly and efficiently before they can do anything to hinder my progress in this battle. So I'm going to have these guys come right up here. And hopefully get to these guys before they can react and realize what's happening. And looks like that's gonna happen. Looks like these guys are just gonna sit and allow themselves to be cavalry charged. I can hope for the same kind of response on the flanks, or the other flank I mean. So these guys are gone. I can't tell what's going on. I think we're winning. Over here, I have these guys charge. So these guys took some massive damage. Holy shit, I almost lost all of them to canister shot. And the attack over here isn't going that great either. In fact, it's going rather slowly. Trying to kill these clowns. Looks like slowly the gates are being destroyed. At least that's a positive note in this battle thus far. So I finally destroyed all their cannons, and they almost destroyed my entire cavalry regiment, which is ridiculous and should never happen under any circumstances. But I'm just gonna skip ahead until I've destroyed their wall. So once the next cannonball hits here, hopefully it will, maybe not the next one, the next one hits this wall. It'll break it down a little bit and hopefully destroy most of the troops that are on it right now. There we go. Oh, I didn't destroy most of them. It destroyed a couple. Not as many as I would have liked, it would seem. So I've got some line regiments climbing up the walls right now to oops, I don't want them here. I want them to stand up on the walls and be able to shoot down at some enemies. Once they all catch up with themselves, they'll be able to do just that. And I've also got all my line infantry ready to begin the actual assault on the fortress. I'd like these guys to start shooting. It would be pretty cool if they did. Now it looks like they're getting into some kind of shooting formation. There they go. Now they're shooting down at them. These guys aren't though. These guys are just, you know, jerking off. Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go. Now they're shooting, I think. Please start shooting at them. Please. Please. Oh, God. You're just gonna charge down there. You're just gonna charge down there. And hope that as little of you die as possible. Because clearly you're not going to do what I tell you to. So, guess what? You get to go on a suicide charge. I hope you're fucking happy. But while that's being said, while these guys are getting massacred because they refuse to shoot back and defend themselves, the rest of my troops are charging through the gate as we speak. To aid them in their hopeless endeavor. Quite a brutal melee charge. Looks Looks like a bunch of muskets were just fired off. I'm not sure why. I should get the rest of these guys moving into the gates. Is the gate open?